Hey guys, good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. I hope everyone is doing super well today. So, welcome to our last Valentine's Day design. I'm sorry if I'm speaking kind of low, you guys, but it's currently 6 in the morning. Everybody's still asleep. I haven't woken up nobody to go to school. And yeah, everybody's like literally asleep, and I don't want to wake nobody up. So, yeah, baby girls. So, we're gonna begin here, like I mentioned, with our last Valentine's Day design. I'm actually excited. It's like a sweet and sour kind of moment here because, as I've always mentioned to you guys from the beginning, that when I started doing my Valentine's Day designs, I mentioned to you guys that I really loved Valentine's Day designs because I loved all the reds and the pinks and the hearts and just everything that comes with Valentine's Day. And I'm just kind of like sad that it's over. But here we go, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. So for today's video, we do have a yellow design. I know that I've been doing like a lot of pinks and purples, and I'm like, what, I need to step it out, especially since this is the last one. So you know what, let's do something with yellow. I know this is not like your typical Valentine's Day color, but what the heck? A lot of you guys don't like pinks, a lot of you guys don't like reds or your typical colors. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. So I'm using my butter pecan here. This nude is available on my online store. I don't know if it's still in stock. I need to check that out. If it's not, then it'll be back in stock in a few days. I'm just waiting for the containers to arrive. But other than that, yeah, of course I will keep you guys posted on that. And yeah, so I'm also using my 3XL square tips. You guys know these are by far one of my favorite tips. And I also use the 2XLs. I don't have them right now. I'm waiting for them to arrive as well so that we can restock them. And yeah, the ones that I'm using on today's video is a 3XL square tips, but do not worry, the 2XL tips will be available soon. Okay. And yeah, I'm also using my number 12 Kolinski brush. It's out of stock right now as well, but it'll soon be available, as well as the number 14. And we do have some liner brushes coming up, so I'm excited about that. And I'm also using the Two Guys monomer, and I don't have a coupon code with Two Guys any longer. I'm so sorry, baby girls, but I'm sure that there are other people out there on Instagram that do have their coupon code, a coupon code that you can use with them. I'm not too sure who does, but yeah, I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I'm using their monomer and also the little neutralizing drops to kind of neutralize the monomer order, and it's not that strong. And I'm using my crystal clear acrylic, which will be available on my online store as well pretty soon. So moving along, you guys, I'm gonna begin off by applying my butter pecan on the index nail. I think I went ahead and applied like 10 beads on that nail. For whatever reason, it was not just like, I couldn't see like a right structure to it, you know what I mean? So I added like a whole bunch of beads there. As you guys can see, I've been speaking to you guys for almost 4 minutes, and I'm still with that nail. But other than that, everything seems to be pretty good. I ended up actually doing the correct structure to it, and you shouldn't worry about how many beads you're using. You should focus on getting the application right, and that the nail has the right structure, and that it looks right. You know what I mean? It looks nicely structured. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm also gonna go ahead and apply it on the pinky nail. I wasn't really sure what I wanted with this design. Typical. I never know what I'm gonna be doing to my designs. I know I have something in mind. I know I have a color in mind. I kind of have an idea of what I want, but I'm not sure of what I want. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know that I wanted to use those little hearts right there that you guys see, like the colorful little container there. It has like a whole bunch of colorful hearts in there, and I knew I wanted to use that, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted with them or what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So I just kind of went with the flow, and I'm like, you know what, let's just do it. So I'm gonna continue by applying my acrylic here on my pinky nail. And I like to leave it in real time. If you're brand new here on the channel, welcome, and if you're not new, hey girl, hey. But yeah, as you guys know, lately I've been leaving my acrylic application in real time. For everybody that's learning, and for everybody that's brand new here, or anybody that's a beginner on the nail journey, so that's why I've been leaving it in real time for y'all. And like the rest of the process will be like the encapsulation and all that, of course, is gonna be in like a faster speed. But this process, I always tend to leave it in real time, because I don't know, I just think it's pretty useful for you guys. I also like to leave like how I pick up my beads, like how I dip in my brush onto the monomer, pick up the bead, how many times I tap, and all that. So you guys can actually see everything here, and everything is like right in the center, so you guys can see everything, and everything is in real time, so you guys can actually learn something from my videos. So yeah, I mean, I kind of tend to dry what's it called, it's not dry, just remove any excess monomer onto the napkin that I'm using, you know what I mean, after I pick up the bead. And that kind of helps more without the bead just going everywhere, you know what I mean, or just overflowing everything. I know that when you're a beginner, like your most I would want to say mistake that we all do, because I was there once, is lifting. We all tend to have lifting when we first begin, and that's totally normal, you guys, because we're just learning, we're just going with the flow, and there's still a lot of things that you're learning, but you're not kind of getting it down, you know what I mean. For example, like the acrylic to powder ratio, or the liquid to powder ratio, I'm sorry. That's something that I learned throughout the years. I wasn't getting it down. It was so hard for me to pick up the beads. Well, it wasn't hard to pick up the bead, but I didn't know the ratios to it, you know what I mean. Like you dip in the brush, you tap once, and then you tap into the acrylic powder 3 times, you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't getting that down, and that's totally normal, you guys. Like I said, you're gonna be getting that down as you go, but practice, it takes time, you guys, you know. But you have to practice, 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 and I promise you, you're gonna get better within time. But yeah, sometimes you need to learn that first, liquid to powder ratios, and then you move on to the application around the cuticle area. Practice on that, because again, we tend to have lifting as beginners, without noticing that maybe we're overflowing the cuticles, and we're not wiping that off. As soon as we see that we overflowed it, or we touch the skin, we just tend to leave it, and we don't go back to clean it. That's what I would do. I wouldn't really like focus on that. I remember I would just be like, oh, whatever, you know, because I was new, I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, just try to focus on liquid to powder ratios. Kind of get that down first. Practice on your little beads that they're not overflowing, and then after that, you kind of get that down, then you move on to your acrylic application, and I promise you, you're gonna get it down. There's a lot of factors to lifting, but I think that's like one of the main ones, as well as your what's it called, your nail prep, like the natural nail prep. That one as well has a lot to do. If you're not getting that one down, you are gonna have lifting as well. Excuse me, you guys. But yeah, right here I'm gonna be moving on to my middle nail and also my ring finger, and right here I'm gonna be applying the nude as well, but we're gonna be using the little hearts there that I showed you, or that I told you about, that little container filled with the little colorful hearts. We're gonna be applying it at the tip of the nail. So I begin off with my nude, of course, as you guys can see here, And then I'm gonna start by applying my little hearts there, trying to adhere them while the acrylic is still wet. If the acrylic is not wet anymore, or it just kind of dried off and they're not sticking, go ahead and apply them with your crystal clear acrylic. Go ahead and apply like a thin coat of that, and then go ahead and apply your little hearts, and they should adhere onto the nail. If you see them kind of sticking out by any reason, go ahead and wrap a little baggie around your nail and like pull down the baggie, and it should like give the shape, it should give them the shape of the nail so that they don't stick out and you don't have problems whenever you come and file, or you know what I mean. So just go ahead and do that. I didn't do it on today's video. I don't think I did. No, I didn't, because the little hearts were there. These hearts are super tiny and they're super thin, you guys. So I didn't have any problems working with them. I didn't have any problems adhering them to the nail. I didn't have any problems trying to pick them up with my brush. Usually the other ones, like the holographic ones, I have problems trying to pick them up with my brush. I don't know, maybe because they're like super extra shiny. I don't know what it is, you guys, but I usually just pick them up with my wax tool. It's just so much easier for me. But with these, they were so much easier to pick up. So I had zero problems with these. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and adhere them on the nail right here, well, at the tip of the nail. I'm also gonna be doing the exact same thing on the middle nail. And yes, baby girls, this is pretty much it, what I'm going to be doing to the nails. After that, I'm going to go ahead and cap. It's super early in the morning. I think I'm going to go make some coffee or something, because I need coffee in my life right now. I'll leave you guys to it. I'll be right back after we finish capping. Okay, baby girl, so moving on to the filing process. As you guys know, per usual, I begin with my 100 nail grit file, and I'm gonna be leaving the thumb in real time so that I can explain to you guys and walk you through what I'm gonna be doing to the rest of the nails. But pretty much, yeah, everything is gonna be in real time. After that, everything is gonna be sped up. So again, I begin with my 100 nail grid file. These are from Two Guys. They're really good, you guys. So I'm gonna be using that to kind of file the side walls. I kind of further shape. I don't do much to it, but I kind of do because I'm kind of like further shaping. I'm kind of removing any acrylic that might have ran down towards the nail, or I mean towards the side walls and underneath the skin. Acrylic tends to do that, you guys, so I like to remove that. And also like kind of like the bottom of the nail. Then I'm gonna be going in with my drill bit, and I am using it at about 14 to 15 RPMs. And I am using this drill that I got off of AliExpress a while back. It's so pretty, you guys. It's pink and it's just so pretty. But anyway, I'm using the drill bit from Melodysusie, and I think this is a medium grit, and I just like to go around the cuticle area. That helps with lifting as well. If you're having lifting, maybe this could be one of the factors. So go ahead and remove that, because sometimes acrylic is like on top of the skin as well. We want to make sure we seal those cuticles and that nothing is lifted there. So go ahead and go around that cuticle area, and as you can see, this drill bit is a safety bit, so it really helps me get in there without me having to worry that I'm gonna cut myself or my clients. So yeah, I like to go in there deep and remove any acrylic around there, and then I like to go from side to side along the nail all the way down towards the tip, removing any lumps and bumps. Sometimes, since the nails are way too long, it's hard for me to like go from side to side, so I like to go from top to bottom, and that helps me smooth down the nail as well. It all depends on like your preference or how you like to work. It kind of depends on what works best for you, you know what I mean? Cómo se sienten ustedes a gusto. But yeah, I also like to go along the side walls to kind of further shape as well. um it's kind of hard when you have long nails on both of your hands, um but I'm sure you can manage to do it and work around that, you know what I mean? So yeah, baby girls, again, just kind of like removing any lumps and bumps. Sometimes we do tend to leave lumps and bumps with the acrylic. Of course, it's totally normal, so just kind of focus on that and remove it so that it looks super smooth with using your electric file. Again, I do have it at about 13 to 14 15 RPMs. I've noticed that with this drill, I do have to work with higher RPMs, because for some reason, if I work with it on lower speeds, it just kind of makes a whole bunch of dust, and I see no difference in the filing, you know what I mean? So I need to kind of ump it up towards like 15 RPMs so that I can see that it's actually debulking and that it's actually doing its job. If you guys are interested in it, I will probably have it linked in the description box below. It is from AliExpress, so it does take like a while to get here. I don't know, you guys, maybe like 3 weeks, close to a month to get here. But I can tell you that it's very affordable and I love it. I actually do love it, you guys. I grew to love it, because at the beginning I wasn't really liking it, but now I really do like it. Anyway, moving along, we're gonna be using now my 150 nail grid file, and pretty much I kind of go over what I just did with my previous filing. For example, I go over the surface of the nail to remove any harsh lines. I never really skipped this step, you guys. I noticed a huge difference in my filing and the way my nail looked with my 150 nail grid file. I never skip this step, but again, this is just optional, This is just what works for me, and again, what works for me might not work for you, okay? So this, I'm just sharing with you guys what works for me. And I can seriously tell you that this really works for me because I've never changed the like the how I file my nails. I've never changed it. This is how I've always done it. So I go in with my 150 nail grit file again to remove any harsh lines that the electric file might have left off. And then I like to go along the side walls just to kind of further shape again and remove any harsh lines. I also like to take it like underneath the nail. I also like to take it at the free edge of the nail to further shape that, because I didn't really do much to it. So then I like to shape that too using my 150 nail grit file. I don't know, you guys, I prefer using my 150 nail grit file to shape the free edge other than a super coarse file, you know what I mean? But that's just me. After that, of course, we're gonna be using our buffing block just to remove all those harsh edges from the previous files. And these are my favorite buffing blocks, you guys can use any buffing blocks you have. Just make sure that the nail is not way too smooth, because if you're using gel on top of that, it's gonna start to peel off. It needs a rough surface to grab onto. Not a super rough surface, but you know what I mean, like something more rough than smooth, you know what I mean? So yeah, baby girls, this is pretty much it. This is all I do with my filing, and I pretty much do the same thing throughout my nails. I'm dusting off just any dust particles, and this is what the nail looks like. I love how a freshly filed set of nails look, you guys. It's like so satisfying to watch, it's so satisfying to see. I just love it. Now we're gonna be moving along to the rest of the nails. Again, it's pretty much the same process, so I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Okay, baby girls, so now that we're finished filing, we're gonna be using these two gels from Nail Addict, or Nail Reserve. Actually, it's not Nail Addict anymore, it's Nail Reserve. I think I still have a coupon code with them, so if I do, I will have it linked in the description box below, just in case you guys are interested in it. So yeah, I'm gonna be using my 20 mm liner brush, which these will be available on my online store pretty soon, you guys. Hopefully pretty soon. I'm still waiting for them. So yeah, I'm gonna be using my 20 mm to do a V fringe, and it's gonna be in the color yellow. I kind of wanted this type of yellow on the design, because you guys know that the hearts have a lot of yellow, a lot of pink, so I really wanted to incorporate those two colors, especially those two colors, onto the V fringe. So I'm like, how am I going to incorporate the pink? Like, how am I going to do that? So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do a V fringe, fill it in, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of outline the V fringe from the top using the pink. So I went ahead and did my little V fringe here. I think I did about 3 coats of that because it was looking a little, it wasn't looking as opaque as I wanted it to. So I went ahead and did about 3 coats, and then I also went ahead and did the same thing here on the pinky. I didn't show it, you guys, because I usually never show my thumb, but I did the exact same thing on the thumb. And then again, I'm gonna go ahead and use the darker pink to outline like the top of the V fringe. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing to the nails. And then after that, we're gonna be doing some little lips, sugar effect them, and then we're also gonna be doing like an XOXO type of thing on the ring nail, and we're gonna sugar effect that as well. So that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing, you guys. And I think I'm gonna leave you guys watching the video. There's really nothing else to explain. Everything else you guys have seen me do 1,001 times, so I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll be back. Okay, baby girls, moving along, we're gonna go ahead and start by applying our crystals and whatever decoration we're gonna be applying here. So to start off, I did went ahead and applied this big old heart. I had it there for maybe like the past 2 years, and I didn't know how to use it, where to use it, what design to use it, but I knew I had to use it. So I'm like, you know what, it actually goes with like the whole theme we're going with and like the colors we're going with. So I'm like, you know what, here it is, we're gonna go ahead and do it today. So I went ahead and brought it out, and I went ahead and adhered it on the thumb, not the thumb, what's on the index nail. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm todavía ando dormida. I'm still asleep. I'm so sorry, but yeah, you guys get the picture. And then I went ahead and added some crystals on the pinky, on top of the cuticle area, on the index nail. I also went ahead and applied more crystals over here on the thumb. And this is about it, baby girls. This is the end result. There was no need to apply any top coat or anything because these nails were already matte. And then after that, we went ahead and applied our cuticle oil, and that's about it, baby girls. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys liked it. Honestly, being totally honest, I love them. I love them, you guys. I loved the yellow, I loved the pink. It was just something totally different. And I mean, to end Valentine's Day designs, oh my god, you guys, I totally love them. So this is pretty much it. I hope you guys liked it. And yeah, I guess I will see you here on a Friday, Thursday or Friday. I really don't know what design I'm about to do for from here on. I really don't know. I mean, I know spring is coming, but I really don't know what to do, you guys. But yeah, I guess this is giving a little, spring Valentine's, you know what I mean? But yeah, you girls, anyway, I will see you here on the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Have a super beautiful, wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow. And I will catch you on Thursday or Friday's video. Stay safe, God bless, and bye bye.